So you're telling me that the Toronto Maple Leafs just beat the Boston Bruins? That the Florida Panthers are undefeated in regulation after 11 games? That the Arizona Coyotes have just won a hockey game? Am I in the Upside Down? I don't know, I've never watched Stranger Things. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is not a dub. Kasha looks good though, so that's nice. I don't want to make a video about this game. I don't really want to. I think, like many of you, freshly after the game, I had to wait to the next morning to do this. Freshly after the game, this would have been a much different tone. I've had more time to digest. But judging from Twitter last night, there is a lot of accusations about who is good and bad on this team. There's a lot of overkill, I would say. And it's one game, 3 weeks into the season. That being said, we came into this game 30th in goals scored, 23rd in shooting percentage, 19th in penalty kill, and 3rd in penalty minutes. Some areas of concern. And then we scored 2 goals and 44 shots, one of them on the power play, the other one, of course, by our top line. We took 4 penalties and allowed 2 power play goals. So all of those rankings should at least sit where they are, if not get worse. Not great. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess, because I deserve something for having to watch the entirety of that game. And this isn't about a good team beating us, because the Leafs I picked to win the division. I did. They've won 4 in a row. They looked like a juggernaut coming into it. That's a good team. A loss to that team in the 3rd week of the season, no shame in that. I know it's the Leafs and we want to win. I wanted to win. I get it. There are more important things down the road. But it's the way we lost. We were outplayed thoroughly for, I would say, probably the first 48 minutes. There was a little pocket in the first where we kind of had something going. Last 12 minutes of the game were all ours. We pounded down on them, and we just couldn't get anything to go. If that's there, like, I get the whole last gasp of air kind of thing, but if that is there, where is that for the first 48 minutes? Like, just in pockets. I don't even need the whole game. I like the whole game, but we didn't see any life in the second period at all. Where is that? Every year I feel like we're talking about how we're getting the chances, they're just not going in the net. How our bottom 9, wow, their advanced analytics are pretty good, but the puck just isn't going in. The shooting percentage sucks. Lack of shooting talent. Even with a lack of shooting talent, the amount of opportunities in front of the net, how is nothing going in for us? It's absurd. This is a frustrating loss. Hall gets the A for this one. That's fine. I don't really care about the rotating A right now. People are making it too much of a story. People are writing articles about whether Hall can handle having the leadership role. I don't even know if the A is a leadership role right now. I mean, it is with Marchand, but it's just getting tossed around from player to player. It's actually starting to kind of seem disingenuous at a certain point. I would rather them just not have a second alternate captain. That's just me. Same lines, here you go, as last game. And then Ullmark does get the start. I saw not a small amount of people mad at Ullmark, saying Ullmark sucks. If you didn't watch the game, maybe don't comment off of the box score. Because I can promise you, that game wasn't on Ullmark. And if you watched the game, you probably agree with me. A lot of statements on that one. I was really surprised because I actually think this was Ullmark's most impressive game in a Bruins uniform. I really do think that. And I was really surprised to see people getting on Ullmark about this one. We're going to go through these goals. This is a long intro. This is not good. I get it's not good that the team doesn't look good against better competition. That's my concern, right? The Canes, the Panthers, and now the Leafs. Like, we don't actually look good against those guys. But every time we lose, like, people make really harsh statements. I mean, I'm going to make some, but damn, harsh. Puck drops, and 3 minutes in, Clifton just gets out-muscled. We're going to have our defenders get out-muscled constantly in this game by guys like Marner. which is not exactly a good sign for success. And I would argue that's what Forbort's there for, to not get outmuscled, but people have learned really quickly you don't need to outmuscle Forbort, you just have to take the puck from him. So that's good. Clifton gets outmuscled badly. It leads to a scoring chance across the slot. Ullmark makes, this was such a classic goalie. I wish he made the save because it looks so cool. He makes the full extended hands dive the other way, and Bergeron's behind him and makes the save. Now, I know I just mentioned this game wasn't Ullmark's fault, and the first thing that happens in the game is Bergeron saving his ass. That was a blatant turnover by a defenseman leading to a wide open net chance on the other side. Can't really blame the goalie for that one. But Bergeron makes the save. It ends up being the save of the game. Little tongue-in-cheek, little fun right there. Ha ha ha, we lost 5-2, we suck. A few minutes later, Clifton, high hit. That's roughing, so he's gonna go. He really set the tone early that this was gonna be one of his classic, hey, I'm not gonna do anything right this game, so have fun watching that. He goes to the box. We do kill it thanks to some brilliant saves by Ullmark. That Leafs power play, I know we were making fun of it to start the season, they're moving that puck really well, and our penalty kill looks terrible. Terrible. Do you know what they do? Do you remember what we did to Chara when we played the Caps? And we just attacked that side over and over? They do that to Forbort. Love to see it. 8 minutes in, PP time, Muzzin, delay a game. Our power plays look better too. Well, for the start of the game, it was another bumper classic. It was high slot, though. So it goes Marshy to Bergeron, who blasts it from the high slot. Same bumper shot, though, and Taylor Hall's in front of the net. Just gets his stick down, tips it high glove. That is 1-0. Getting the lead early on a power play goal. You love to see that. That's really the only good thing that happened out of the first 40 minutes. 7:39 left of the period, and there's a lot of controversy about this, but I don't care. I don't. This kind of stuff, you can't let it define a game, and there's so much other stuff that happened in this game that I can't blame a win or loss on this. It's a shot into a mad scramble. Bergeron again gets behind Ullmark, but he pushes Tavares into the net, and he knocks the net off. Now, that's a penalty, right? That's going to be a penalty right there. Now, they review this for over 5 minutes. I think it got reviewed twice because Toronto calls down all sorts of shit. There's never an angle that shows the puck going into the net, right? Actually fully getting across. It looks like Bergeron kicks it out. Do you know I have no problem calling this a goal? If Bergeron had to knock the net off so that he could stand in an area so that he could kick it out before it crosses the line, that feels like it should be a goal, right? Like, imagine you're the other team in this scenario. He took a penalty to blatantly remove a goal, right? There are awarded goals in this league. It does happen where it's an open net and someone gets taken down. They award the goal sometimes. It does happen. Ullmark wasn't prevented from making the save. This was getting past Ullmark. Bergeron knocked the stick off, the net off by using a Leaf body to do it. And then Bergeron's standing where the net would be and kicks the puck out. I'm okay with that being a goal. It's 1-1. This is not something that we need to argue about. Who cares? There's so much more that happened in this game. Directly after that goal, Jakey gets a breakaway and misses the net. Far left. I like our bottom six, but God, we just need them to bury one once in a while. It's getting insane how many chances DeBrusk and Howla have working together and just never seem to find the back of the net. It's quirky. Let's call it quirky. Let's give it a nice name. So I had to miss the first period, came back, watched the recording of it. I actually had the Leafs commentators for the first period, so I did not hear this from Jack Edwards. But, correct me if I'm wrong, but I caught wind that Jack Edwards said a statement along the lines when talking about Ondrej Kase, that Kase had more concussions with the Bruins than he had points. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been able to find the clip. I am usually an Edwards supporter. I like Jack Edwards. I like that he's a little biased. Like I know enough I can remove myself from his bias and still watch the game like a normal human being and everything. I like his passion. That's a fucked up comment. Like, by a long shot. And you can't go around saying that. There's going to be a talk, I'm sure, about that one. I don't. Maybe he's already issued an apology. I don't know, but that's not okay in any way, shape, or form. Now, again, I'm going off speculation here, so correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comments, the exact quote if you've got it. That's what I heard. If that's the case, no. Bad. It's 1-1 going into the second period, and again, you wonder, hey, are we going to get the second period Bruins, or are we going to be a real hockey team? Spoiler alert: it's the second period Bruins. And you knew right away it was the second period Bruins because 40 seconds in, too many men on the Leafs. Uh-oh. Time to get that hot power play back out there. And then I witnessed the worst power play I have seen the Bruins have in, should I say years? Because it feels like years. And we had some bad ones earlier this season. This was a joke. We couldn't get into the zone. We couldn't settle the puck. We just kept chucking it all over the place. There was no plan. There was no structure. That was one of the worst power plays I've ever fucking seen. And it set the tone for the rest of the period. 12:26 left of the period. Pasta's going to go for boarding. And Pasta's really trying to throw the physicality around. I don't hate it, but there's a different thing that I'm really not enjoying with Pasta right now that we'll get to. We do kill it. We actually kill this one. That's really nice to see. Forbort breaks his stick by blocking a shot. He blocked a shot. He did a good thing. He went down on his knees like 4 times to block shots. Problem is, most of the time they just pump faked him and he just slid away. I'm really sick of that too. I don't want to be so negative. I don't want to be so negative, but there's not a lot of positivity to take from this effort. There's really not. We do kill it. And then Pasta comes out of the box in time for an outlet pass for a 2-on-1. And Pasta has the time and the space to shoot, and he tries to pass to the trailer. It bobbles over the stick. We don't even get a shot on net. Do you know what I'm fucking sick of? I'm sick of pass first, fill in the blank. Any name on the Bruins. You have the space in the slot to shoot. You're a little to the left. You're on the left circle. That's where you like to shoot from. What are we doing? Shoot the fucking puck. I'm sick of 2-on-1s, man. I think we fail to get a shot on 2-on-1s like 70% of the time at this point. Shoot the puck. I don't care if it's Forbort. Shoot the puck. I'm done. I said this last video. Shoot the puck. 9:30 left, and Tavares gets a breakaway the other way. Huge stop by Ullmark with the blocker. He gets down low, attacks the puck. We love to see it. We are going to take another penalty. Grizz for high sticking. 5:25 left. I don't even know who to blame here other than everybody. Oh, and before I even get there, the reason this penalty happens is because Grizz gets shoved off the puck by Marner very easily. You know, notable tough guy Marner. They're transitioning into the zone. It's a give and go from Marner, and I can't even remember who was on the left side of him. Give and go on the left corner, blue line. Carlo jumps to the left corner, thinking that maybe he can stop the give and go in time. He does not even close. But the pass back to Marner is ahead of him, and Forbort's there. Easy clear. Nope, Forbort just smacks at it and gives it literally right back to Marner, who says, "Thank you, sir. Tip of the hat, my lady." Feeds Matthews in the slot. Ullmark makes the first save, basically off Matthews' skate, but he kicks out the pad. Matthews picks up the rebound and roofs it. That's a 2-1 lead, power play goal. Marchand was behind Matthews by about 5 feet. Not even sure if I can blame him because the transition had them coming in. Forbort was supposed to have Matthews in that corner, and Carlo was never supposed to pinch up top. You are on a penalty kill. There's another guy they can pass to. I don't understand what's happening. The big bad Bruins are so well known for their structure and consistency. This is the least consistent I've ever seen this team. 3 minutes later, Marchand goes for high sticking, which is a weird call. Basically, him and Liljegren cross-checked each other in the face back and forth, and Marchand was the only one to go. Didn't like that, but you got to live with it, and they score immediately, pretty much. Another one from the right point for Matthews, just hammers this. This is the one you can be like, man, I wish Ullmark had, but I swear to God, this puck wasn't visible until it was in the net. Ullmark still got a piece of it. Sometimes, you know how sometimes the Ovi slapper you just have to live with, it goes in the net? Like if they get that clean shot, what are you supposed to do? Matthews is the same thing. I'm not really mad at Ullmark for allowing a shot like that in. So it's 3-1. Did the call suck? No, not really. Marchand absolutely cross-checked this guy in the face. Should Liljegren have gone as well? Absolutely, considering he also cross-checked him in the face. But how about we kill a penalty? How does that sound? How about we kill a penalty? Wouldn't that be neat? Through 2 periods, this is a litany of woes. There is not a pass that goes tape to tape. It's always in the skates. We're clearing the puck into icings for no reason. There's a ton of time and space available to the Leafs at all times. I don't just mean penalty kill. I mean at all times. And the defense is not communicating with each other at all. This could be 6-1, but Ullmark was playing his mind out. It could have been 6-1 after 2. It was that bad. The Forbort-McAvoy pairing so far, through 40 minutes, is getting crushed. Because they figured out, well, if you're going to keep playing Forbort on the top line, that's against our top guys. We're just going to feed the right wing. Marner's just going to feast over and over and over. He's just going around Forbort. He can just outskate him. And Forbort can't use his size because he can't catch up. They figured this out really early, almost like there's tape on us or something. The line's getting crushed at this point in the game because he got sat a little in the third. They mixed up the lines more in the third. But at this point in the game, he has the second most minutes behind McAvoy. That means, unless your favorite player on the Bruins is McAvoy, the Derek Forbort is playing more ice time than your favorite player. Derek Forbort's getting more ice time than your favorite Boston Bruin. He's literally the worst one on the ice. And he's getting played more than the guy you like the most. That's fucking annoying. Early in the third, we do get a chance to make some noise. We're down 3-1, remember. Tavares goes for hooking. 30 seconds in, that's a massive makeup call. That was not a penalty at all. Hall has an open net and can't get a stick on it in the ensuing power play. And that was our chance. The power play was not good other than that moment. And then I can't even explain this. They kill it. Tavares gets out of the box, goes the other way. It's a nice transition. Grizz and him are battling down until about the dot, and then Grizz just lets him go to go get the puck behind the net. Just lets him go. Tavares says, thank you very much. Tip of the cap, m'lady. Feeds it back up the wall. Resumes his positioning in front of the net. He's battling with Riley. Riley doesn't have a shot in hell. There's a shot from the point. Ullmark makes the first save. Riley is non-existent. He might as well not be there. Tavares just flips in the rebound. That's 4-1. Directly after a killed penalty. All of the air. Gone. This is where it really gets annoying. There's about 12 minutes left in the game. And we're getting crushed. Right? It's 4-1. Ha ha ha. 4-1. It's 4-1. And we just have no life. And top line comes out. Bergie prevents a shot from behind the shooter. Great defensive play. Feeds the puck up. It's Marchand and Pasta. Pasta drops from Marchand. Moves over to his office on the left dot. Marshy feeds it to him. I don't really know what the Leafs defense is doing here. And Campbell gets a piece but can't save it all. That's a goal. 4-2. 12 minutes left. And then we're amazing. For the next 6 minutes, it's chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Nothing hits the back of the net, though, because we wasted 48 minutes of this game. Gotten ourselves into a massive hole, and then we thought one last gasp of air, last push, we could make up a 3-goal deficit in the third. We couldn't. Now, Campbell played great those last few minutes to really shut the door. But you just can't do that. I mean, when's the last time a team came down 4-1 in the third anyway? No, I don't even want to make the joke. It's stupid. What are we doing? That happened a decade ago. This was pathetic. I hate getting our asses kicked. I hate getting our asses kicked and then showing life for the last 10 minutes of the game and completely outplaying them for 10 minutes. And I know there's ebbs and flows to a game, but where was even half of this throughout any point earlier? 4:16 left. And, I mean, Bunting, it's a bad play. He dives down to try to take the puck from Clifton. Does get a little puck, but his whole body gets all of Clifton's legs. That's tripping. It's a must-score power play. It's an awful power play. It's an awful one. There was a really bad non-call on it. Brutal hooking on Coyle going around the side of the net. Doesn't matter, man. I'm not blaming the rest for this one. Marner gets the empty netter. It's 5-2 final. God, this sucked. Game notes. I've already made them. I talked so much other shit while we were talking about the game. Don't like pass first pasta. That was the origination of that, but it's really pass first anyone. I hate Forbort. I just hate it. I can't. He's the worst player on the Bruins, full stop. He is. I would replace him with literally anybody else right now. It is embarrassing. And this game isn't even on Forbort, by the way. This isn't just, oh, Forbort sucks, da-da-da-da, blame the whole thing on him. No. But Forbort is a catalyst for issues farther down the lineup. And for our top lines not being able to do what they need to do because you have a heavy metal ball attached to your leg in the defensive zone and the offensive zone and the neutral zone. Ullmark had a great game. I thought he was incredible. And it sucks that it turned out this way because he still has, it's still a below 900 save percentage, but he was incredible. This game could have been so much worse. Really impressed by what he did. I can't believe there are people mad at him right now. He stopped a bunch of 2-on-1s. He stopped a few breakaways. I mean, he made diving stops. He made rebound stops. He did everything he could to keep us in this game. Really surprised there's some people blaming Ullmark on this one. Guys, go back and look at some of these goals. Yes, do you want him to stop everything? Sure, but take a look at what happened right before the goal or why those players were able to get those chances that were right in front of him over and over again. I still like our bottom six. We got to start hitting the back of the net a little bit. I think we have a 5-point-something% shooting percentage right now. That's supposed to regress eventually, but it just feels like every year we're talking about this. Whew. All right, guys, that does it for me. We've got a game Tuesday against Senators. That feels like a must-win for some reason. I don't know. It really does, though. I'm going to call it. It's going to be a win. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Go Bees!